AITA for calling my mum a hypocrite about cheating. NTA. LMAO. What a hypocrite. She deserved it. Let's put this as another context. Mum, I hate people who drive drunk. Kid, don't you have a DUI on your record? It's the same basic premise. Your mum is a hypocrite. NTA. A drunk driver can regret their past actions, but she's still with her affair partner. So that's like complaining about drunk drivers while actually driving drunk. NTA. You simply brought to her attention she was criticizing someone for making the same thing she did. She being mad at you is almost a deflection. It's easier to direct her anger to you than to accept she did something wrong. You know? At least that's how I see it. Agreed. People rewrite history to justify what they did, while condemning others who did the same thing. They just don't want to be reminded that other people know they are a hypocrite. NTA. A few things. 1. You're never the asshole for calling a hypocrite on their hypocrisy. 2. You're never the asshole for calling a cheater out on cheating. And 3. If they want to cut you out of their lives, then that's their loss. I can't imagine that many people would want to associate with selfish, self-righteous hypocrites in the first place. Hope they enjoy their isolation. 2. You're never the asshole for calling a cheater out on cheating. Well, I can think of one post on this sub where this wasn't true. In that post, Op was living in the mistress's French villa paid for by her lover, and the mistress's lover needed permission from his wife, which was obviously withheld, to divorce in their native country. That's not cheating. That is someone who has ended a relationship and started another. If the paperwork is not done, then it is not done. Holding someone in a relationship when they have told you they wish to leave is abusive. If you have ended a relationship and moved to another country, you cannot be called a cheater for a partnering. NTA. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. No. NTA. She was a hypocrite, and she was just salty you called her out on it. NTA. NTA. That's like saying, I hate Karens. They're so annoying. Didn't you get the manager because you wouldn't accept your coupon was expired? Quit being racist. It's impossible to be racist to Karens because of their privilege. NTA. But also info needed. Name calling your child of all people as just verbally and emotionally abusive. Not okay. And I don't think it was wrong to bring that up as a point to be made in contrast to what she was saying. But her boyfriend, did he have any idea? Finding that out cold upset him for one reason or another, and maybe he didn't really need to hear that. If it was something that happened long before your mom and him got together, maybe saying it in front of him was risky, and I could see why he would be upset if that's the case. However, if knew about this already, sounds like has just encouraging your mom to be how she's being. He definitely knew my mum was married. He was also cheating on his girlfriend with my mum at the same time. Oh, then duck that. Has being just as childish as she is. NTA. Way to call your mom out. NTA. People will often be super judgmental about sins they've committed themselves. It's called projection. All you did was make her look in the mirror. Those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. NTA. King, you dropped your crown. NTA. Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house and all that. She knows the drill. Your mom really should have seen this irony coming a mile away. I have never heard that saying, and I love it. Surprised Pikachu face. NTA. Mayo. NTA. She probably feels insecure about her own past. It would be fine to be hypocritical if she admitted what she did was wrong, and that she's grown as a person since then and can recognize similarly toxic behavior. But if she's mad at you for bringing it up in the first place, then she definitely hasn't grown as a person. Own your mistakes before you try and cast the first stone. NTA. There is nothing wrong with telling the truth. If she doesn't like it, too bad. Morally NTA, but it would be a little uncomfortable having someone say that. Then again, she shouldn't have cheated. It's uncomfortable to be gossiping and complaining about some other person's personal choices in front of your grown sons and mom. Who does that? Info. Did Nan and brother already know? If so, Op was just stating the elephant in the room. Not groundbreaking news. From the way Op said it, it sounded like everyone already knew. NTA. I bet the whole bitch fest was a front for her boyfriend. He's probably been concerned about her penchant for cheating, since that's how he got her. So she decided to put on a whole show about how she believes cheating is wrong now to reassure him. And you ruined her show. That's probably why they disappeared together. 2. To go fight about it privately. It's probably embarrassing to be a homewrecker after that initial passion fades a little. XD. Op says the boyfriend was also cheating on his girlfriend when he started dating the then married mom. So they probably left because neither of them appreciated having their cheating pointed out, like immature hypocrites. Hey, if they'll cheat with you, they'll cheat on you. He'll bet dollars to donuts one of them is already cheating on the other and projecting that the other is cheating. Maybe even both. Your mom called you a nasty little boy? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Ah, she raised your mayo. Anyway, NTA. NTA and WTF is up with her calling you a nasty little boy? Exclamation mark. You're a grown man. Plus respect is earned, and she's a hypocrite and shouldn't be surprised to be called out if she's going around throwing stones at glass houses. NTA cheaters always be the victim. She's just mad because it's the truth. NTA. So very NTA. I hate it when people complain about others' behavior when they've done the same themselves. I had a friend who used to complain about cheating men like that they were scum. Then I found out she was sleeping around for a couple of months on her long-term boyfriend because they were long distance for a little bit and she deserved to have some fun. Such a hypocrite. And I told her that. She reacted a lot like your mom. NTA. You can be a cheater / have cheated in the past and see someone else's cheating as wrong. Sure, humans make mistakes, but going to the point of acting morally superior when you've made the same mistake is just audacious. Your mom calling you a nasty boy because you called her on a truth sounds a little like a narcissistic response, which just means that she's feeling insecure because her image is flawed. But you're NTA. Damn dude, if I knew my mom cheated on my dad when they were married I would never talk to her again. NTA she is. OPLS her mum reacted that way because she's a hypocrite and totally got called out on it. For NTA. NTA. Birds of a feather. Doesn't really sound like a punishment not to talk to her TBH. Info. Does she regret or otherwise express guilt? She's still with her affair partner. She doesn't regret it. That doesn't answer the question. There are a myriad of reasons to stay with a partner. For example, although the couple I'm thinking of met after they both divorced, both have said they regret their divorces and wish they were still with their old partners because the fallout and damage from their divorces tore families apart. Quite honestly, I think they will never divorce ever again, no matter how unhappy they are with each other, because they feel that divorce is the absolute worst thing in the world. I disagree with them. I'm just using it as an example. NTA. Hypocrites never like being called out. Sounds like boyfriend might not have known that everyone knows about the affair. In any case, lol. NTA. NTA. Your mom is a hypocrite. NTA, and I would probably have my comment removed by a bot if I said what I was thinking. So I guess that says a lot about how I feel about hypocrisy and hypocrites in general. NTA. You just pointed out the truth. LMAO. Not the a-hole. Semicolon. It's like your mom digging in her back door and picking but cheese out and saying she hates people that pick their but cheese and she thinks it's gross. If you are going to participate, please use NTA so the bot can check properly. Yeah. People don't like it when you point out their hypocrisy. NTA. NTA. What did she expect? She totally deserved that. It was a clean kill, lol. NTA. Wow, that probably caused some shit between her and her boyfriend. She was likely showboating her morals for her boyfriend to hear. And then you ripped her a new one, haha. The hypocrites are always the loudest. My spouse and I are polyamorous. And my sister-in-law's no ex-husband used to rail on and on about how we are horrible people for cheating in each other like that. Turns out, he had been cheating on my sister-in-law their entire marriage. NTA. NTA. Your mother doesn't deserve respect for her actions. Info: how long ago did your mom's infidelity take place? Not sure on an exact time frame, but at least a minimum of 2 years. Edit: I'm a complete idiot and misread the question. It came to light 10 years ago, but the affair lasted a minimum of 2 years ago. I'm totally over the trauma etc. because hers and my dad's relationship was toxic and needed to end anyway. Just wanted to point out her hypocrisy, haha. NTA, those are still fresh wounds for you and your family. She should have kept her hypocritical mouth shut. I'm sorry that her thin skin / embarrassment at her own behavior is causing her to lash out. NTA, enjoy the break from her. Hopefully your other family members will stand up for you when she tries to play victim about you to them. Someone that talks like that about their friend, about something they themselves have done, and then acts all insulted when they get reminded they are being a hypocrite, are just full on out for drama. It's a pretty long list of gross behavior in one story. I would not be sharing anything personal with this lady if she was my mom. Wowza. NTA. People who live in glass houses shouldn't be ours. NTA, glass houses and whatnot. Simple, don't be a hypocrite and you won't get called out for hypocrisy. You know, I wonder how people behave with a holier than thou attitude, yet they do the same things they criticize. NTA. NTA. She can't complain about cheating and then go on about how it's wrong when she herself is a cheater. You called her and her boyfriend out and they didn't like it. NTA. Typical reaction of a hypocrite. NTA. IDK, how you can even be in the same room as her and the person she cheated on your father with TBH. NTA. You should have done one of those fake cough things like cough, cough, glass houses cough, or perhaps a simple pot calling kettle black, or do exactly what you did and lay it out in the open. Good job. NTA. Your mom is a big time hypocrite and needed to have her ego checked. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Good for you for calling her out on that glaring piece of truth. NTA. This is a level of savage I aspire to reach someday. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. NTA. She learned a great lesson there. Thank you op for bringing an entitled person down to size. Entitled to the moral high ground. This also qualifies for r/murder Ed Bigwoods in my opinion. NTA. You called her out, and the fact she called you, a grown adult man, and her son a nasty little boy because you called her out is just astounding to me. Op, I sincerely hope you don't apologize to her. NTA. I'm of the opinion that you are never wrong to point out hypocrisy. NTA. The only offensive thing you did was tell the truth and be right. That's enough to offend some people. NTA. Something glass houses something stones. NTA. Hypocrites hate when their hypocrisy is laid out in front of them. She really softballed that one in there for you. NTA. NTA. Your mum was being hypocritical and got called out. Hypocrites get pissed about being reminded that they are no better than whomever they are acting superior towards. NTA. Nana is on your side. You're golden. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.